Hello everyone, it's me, T Mario C, and welcome back to the final episode of the Stone Age. Not the final episode of the series, do not worry. This is the final episode before the beginning of the Lost Wasteland adventure. If I check /fund right now, we have a mere 11 hours and 22 minutes to go before the level cap increases. The iron equipment is obtainable and the Lost Wasteland adventure can be entered for the first time this season. The last day, or the next 2 days, / the last 2 days, I have been busy preparing and building. I have been doing a lot of prep, and part of that prep includes upgrading the aesthetics of my base. We are going for a Christmassy feel. First thing I did was I expanded the tree farm on the lower levels. This may or may not be used at various points in the future, but I have it on hand if I need to grind honeycomb, if that becomes a important avenue of work that I should be carrying out. And I also put down these checkered chunk indicators. It's a kind of a strategy that I've seen in season pass, where obviously we have the chunk indicator mod, but it's nice just to have visual indications, and it allows you to spruce up the aesthetics of the base. We have swapped out the crappy dirt outline for our frog light outline of the new borders of our base. These were the borders that we unlocked at island level 13, which feature a increase in the max size, that is the width, I guess, of the width and depth of the island, and as well as a small increase in the max height of the island too. But this is what we have in store for us. We also have the base of what will eventually be a beautiful Christmas tree. I hope that's the plan. That will require us to make some modifications to our farming setup, but you know, there's going to be pretty seismic changes to our automation in the future anyway, so I'm not too worried. But we've got the nice outline for that down at the moment. But the other reason that we have it set up is that we will be able to place some more things today, which is the main storage area for both our abandoned ruins loot, what we have left of it, as well as all of the Lost Wasteland loot that we are going to get at the beginning of day 13 and beyond. So those are the two things that I still need to do, but that will obviously take just a little bit of time. I'm not planning on doing a full build. I just want to build like the internal warehouse storage part of it. I don't actually want to fully decorate it today, because that would be a bit time consuming, to be honest, guys. But I do want to actually get all the chests placed and have them signed, labelled and ready to go when the new adventure opens in just a few hours, basically. It's crazy. I'm looking forward to it. Let's talk about the rest of the preparations that have been made up to this point. Of course, I've been talking for a while about my plans for this adventure. I much prefer the later adventures, because as a solo player you get the opportunity to build up resources. Most of that is in realm points. I'm going to head to the Enchanted Forest and cap off at 10,800 realm points. The reason for that is because that will allow me to buy 6 iron armor catalysts fairy, as well as I do just happen to have 115,000 dwarf mine realm points, which will allow me to buy 11, and that's just at the moment. That's not including the 1 or 2 times I'll have to do it later today, so I'll probably end up with like maybe surpassing 130,000 if I'm lucky. But yeah, we're gonna make a lot of money off of our iron armor catalyst. I'm starting to become a little bit more undecided about what my set is that I build first. I'm considering the possibility of not selling every single dwarf catalyst. But I think, because set building is a bit complicated, and I'm not going to talk about the nuances about it right now. But yeah, we'll see how many catalysts I need to sell to get me some money, and then to get me some important enchants once iron opens. But that's kind of, I'm still thinking about the options there, and I'll talk about them more once they become more relevant. But the long and short of it, clearly, is that I have a whole bunch of realm points saved, which will make me a whole bunch of money whatever I do with them, or whatever precise number of them I sell. It will be most of them, so I'm looking forward to that. And on the right hand side you can see that we are rapidly approaching probably the final island level that we are going to hit this level cap. That is island level 14. We will then be slowly but surely moving towards level 16, because level 15 is basically a dead level because we don't care about sugarcane, and level 16 is when we'll actually start being able to use some of the Lost Wasteland items. Now then, let's talk about the other things that have been happening on the island. For a little while now, or for a couple fish outs now, I have been using my beautiful little upgraded stone fishing rod level 100 with fresh delivery 4. This is the first +1 enchant I have. I'm not sure if I've used the clip yet, but if I haven't, I'll use it now, of me applying this gem. The thing about most +1s is that you need the previous max enchant, so in this case fresh delivery 3, in order to apply fresh delivery 4 on top. But in return, that's combined with the 4 bonus fish catch and the equivalent of 4 bonus fish catch from the enchant, means I am getting 9 fish per fish out point. So I am getting a lot of money, more than 1 million each fish out. And part of the reason I'm getting that is because I'm automatically collecting the puffer fish. And not only am I automatically collecting it, but it is automatically being put through this auto smelter bot. I have also set up a auto bundler over here to collect any and all excess coal fuel. So we have all our small surplus is going into that at the moment, which is good. As far as our carrots are concerned, we have harvested 12,500 of them. We're steadily progressing towards these IS skills, which is nice. But yeah, no, we're making good progress, to be honest, guys. Making good progress. We've got some things to sell here. This grinder's been turned off, so we don't have anything to sell there, as well as definitely some potatoes to sell in this part. But yeah, lots of fun things are happening. The island is in a good place to continue gaining XP without much involvement from me for at least the next couple of days until it hits level 16, at which point, you know, things will start changing. Let's do our advent calendar for today. We got perfect stone gems yesterday. We've gotten every type of gem so far. We've got slotbot ticket, and day 1 was nice. Let's pluck on. Just give me something good. Come on. Wow. I genuinely didn't think it was possible for it to be that bad. Well, if that's the final day of Abandoned Ruins loot, then I'm hoping day 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 will all be Lost Wasteland tier items. This is diabolically bad, bro. What? Literally 40k. Nothing. Ugh, sad. Very sad. But yes, where were we? I have some more prep things to show up, actually. One thing that I have been neglecting and that I would advise people to do is unfortunately, I've been spending a lot of my money, quite happily spending my money from Fish Out and other sources, on getting a certain number of skills. Now, I haven't talked much about skills because the skill tokens to unlock them have been quite expensive, but they are special perks that you can unlock using skill tokens, and the higher the level, the higher the rank you need. So the level 8 is the super special celestial only, but you can get quite a lot of them if you are even a lower rank like Comet or Titan, and all but the last one if you are Galactic. So I have gone ahead and gotten, well, I had already gotten level 1, but I got level 2, level 3 and level 4 within the island skills, and the key ones here are the increased chance of opening max enchant books. This will be very important for when we have new iron enchantment books that we need to open. And then the second one here is the realm points booster, which I only got recently, but has been a massive help with getting me additional dwarf mine points and additional fairy points too. Now the rest of these perks are kind of meh, but that all changes at level 8. However, we don't really have a setup to take advantage of that level perk, so we are moving away from that for the moment. Our current focus is trying to get the highest level of the PvE skill as quickly as possible. I've already mentioned how adventure is going to be the name of the game in the next age during the Lost Wasteland, during the Iron Adventures part of this map. So I am aiming to reach these top levels as soon as possible. These lower levels are less important. The minus 50% adventure lead time is nice. 25% chance for 2 times skulls is nice. Reduced mule transfer time is nice. Additional item in the mule shop is also nice. But the main ones are these final 2. Level 7 and level 8 directly boost the amount of loot that you can obtain from adventure. Level 7 gives you an additional chance to drop loot from adventure mobs that you kill. And then level 8, the celestial only perk, has a 10% chance for an additional item in adventure chests. That is literally every chest. And I'm not talking about, and when I say every chest, I mean every chest, including celestial, right? Every single one of these, including celestial, I have a 10% chance of getting +1, to be fair. However, there is one thing that up to this point I have somewhat neglected, and that is the XP market. Unfortunately, I was a little bit too late to the party. I was aware of the things that were going on, but I hadn't quite gone ahead and taken advantage of it. The Iron Adventure features a massive, and I can't stress this enough, a gigantic increase in the demand for XP. Not only to open the mystery gems like... Oh my god, I don't have any to open because I've already opened them all, but like mystery gems, as well as just plain old vanilla enchantment books, because it will take a lot of them to open in order to get the max enchants. That's part of the reason I got that skill, but I also need a reasonable amount of XP too. So every stack of iron armor books costs 320,000, and every stack of iron weapon books is 640,000. So I'm going to take the money that I have at the moment, although I would love to spend that on skill tokens. Oh, little interruption. We have just hit island level 14, access to a few new things. We'll show that off in just a moment. If we take a look at the XP market at the moment, we can see the listings have gone up. These were at like 0.3 yesterday, and they have gone up a lot. Is Rexhell on? Buying XP 0.5 per. But that is something that you should probably invest in and save to obtain. Hopefully I can spend $1 mil on it and get another... honestly, I'm not even... Oh, let's go handings. Let's go. Give me another. Give me another. Give me another. Give me another, my dude. Give me another. Okay. Well, I'll be spending the money I currently have as well as the money I make from the next fish out on the as much XP as I can get my hands on, to be sure. However, with the introduction of the new spawners, we actually have something interesting that we might want to show off. And that, my friends, is the mutated mob spawner. Now, this is an item that I bought a while ago, and I wanted to demonstrate its, I guess, perks. So, the mutated mob spawner combines mob spawners of different types to create mutated mobs. Now, there is one type of mutated mob at each adventure, and the Adventure 1 one is Silverfish. At least 2 of each spawner is required. After every 10 mutated spawners, the cost will gradually increase. So, 27 spiders and 27 rabbits combined to make 12, the equivalent of 12 silverfish, I guess. And I assume at some point, yeah, they start spawning. Now, what I'm interested about is I have a certain amount of XP. Oh, well, yeah, I don't one-shot them, which is kind of unsurprising. I got like 200 XP from that guy, from that one attack. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, there you have it. Mutated mob. Their use case is mostly in custom recipes. If we take a look at /recipes, we can see, especially in this one, that it's silverfish that drop flint, and then that flint can be used to make gravel, and then that combined with that can make trail mix, which is quite a valuable one, to be honest, considering raisins is, I mean, basically free. If you can loot enough flint, you can make potentially some money from that, which is interesting. But I'm gonna have that. I'm just gonna leave that there. Potentially down the road, I will want to grind them, but obviously at the moment, I haven't hit level cap, and I'm not gonna do any manual grinding for XP because I have other things to be doing. Buying XP 0.5 there. But yes, that is about it for our preparation. We have hit level 14. I've given you a quick show off of the mutated mob spawner, as well as the awesome new build of our island. I'm going to do the small warehouse chest storage stuff off camera, I think, because I'm not really beautifying it immediately, so there's no need. But that is about it for a summary of our progress, as well as the key preparations we are going to be making for Lost Wasteland. Just to recap them, the things I've been focusing on now are skill tokens, especially skill tokens to level adventure skills, realm points, that is something I have been doing for a while, as you can tell, but also investing in XP before the prices go up, because although there are like a lot of ways that a lot of different people can grind lots of XP, the demand for it will also be high. Trust me, I'm not, not doing badly to sell that for, or to buy it at that price at the moment. So yes, we have some XP saved, 3 million to be exact. That will allow me to hopefully open some of the starter gems. If I do open the starter gems, we will see. I might end up I don't know what I'll do yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's about it from me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one, where I will finally stop doing yapping and start doing major progress. So, I wish you the best. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.